Kapture has a built-in feature after 3 to 5 minutes of not being used, the pen will go to sleep. When the pen goes to sleep, to wake it up, it's very simple to do. Simply tap the pen on the Kapture pad, and what that does is it turns on the camera. And a good analogy to help kind of understand what's going on is if you think of your wireless phone and the wireless Bluetooth headpiece. You establish a connection. When you turn that on, you have to punch in a code. Once you plug in that code, they're paired for life, just like the Kapture pen and the USB receiver. When you turn it on, it takes a few seconds to find the signal. So once again, when I take the pen to the paper, it turns on the camera, but it takes a few seconds for the Bluetooth connection between the USB receiver and the pen to be established. Once you see the blue light go solid, that's your indication that you're ready to begin to write and capture your notes. Ink cartridge and battery are two common areas you want to troubleshoot on if your pen is intermittent or you're not capturing all your notes that you're writing down. Very quick to check that. For the cartridge, simply press down the red button on the top, remove the top sleeve. There's two ridges, and those should always be facing up. If those two ridges are not facing up, more than likely that was your problem that you were having. It causes the camera to stay on constantly as opposed to turning on and off when you lift up the pen from the paper. If that was the case, just reseat the Kapture cartridge in there. Make sure those ridges are facing up again. Put on the cover, and you're ready to go. The other one might be the battery to check. Now, there's an LED light that will start to blink green, and as the battery goes down, it will go to orange, and then potentially go to a solid red. If that's the case, to change the battery is very simple. Turn the pen over, push down the red button, take off the sleeve, remove the AAA battery, put in a fresh one, close the sleeve, and what you should see is your LED light will start blinking green. And then you're ready to go and begin capturing. So if you're up there writing at the Flipchart pad and your notes aren't being seen on your computer, probably a good chance that you might be in the edit mode or one of the other modes of the Kapture software. So to simply do that, you just come back to the software, and up at the top, whatever's highlighted is what mode you're in. On the far left is the Kapture mode. So you may have been in the editing mode, and that's why your notes aren't being captured. Simply to change that around, go back, highlight the Kapture mode, go back to the pad, and you're ready to begin your session and capture your notes. As an important troubleshooting note, this cannot be used with any ordinary Flipchart pad out there. It must be the Kapture Flipchart pad because of the grid pattern that's printed in for the camera and the pen to read. Any other one will not work, and it'll cause you to have an error and you will not capture your data electronically. It's also important to note that the Kapture pads are priced competitively to the other Flipchart pads in the marketplace. So there's no reason why you couldn't outfit your entire office with the Kapture Flipchart pads, because they can work with Kapture digitally or just the static way that you use Flipchart pads today. So if all else fails and you've checked the cartridge, you've checked your battery, and you've checked your Flipchart pad to make sure you're using the Kapture Flipchart pad, and you're still having problems with the product transferring the data, at this point we'd recommend that you probably freshly reboot the software. And that's real simple to do. Save any data that you may have up if you're in the middle of your session. Remove the USB receiver, give it about 25 seconds, then put back in the USB receiver, and then on your desktop, relaunch the Kapture software, making sure that you click on the Kapture icon, and then from there you can either start fresh or you can pull up your file that you were working from before and pick up right where you left off on your Kapture pad. For a complete list of troubleshooting, we encourage you to visit our website at quartetkapture.com and the support page in particular. And there is a whole list of FAQs and troubleshooting that you can find and answer any questions that you might have with the product. And also for other ideas, we encourage you to visit our blog site, greatideastarthere.com. There you'll find a whole offering of ways that Quartet Kapture can help serve your needs better.